The objective of this lesson is to use our understanding of measurement conversions to solve real-world problems. In previous lessons, students solved word problems that included measurement conversions. In this lesson, we will apply our experience with conversions to solve real-world tasks. The local park's boardwalk needs new guardrails. The boardwalk is 1/4 of a mile long with rails on both sides of the walkway. Each section of the guardrail is 5 feet long. How many sections should be constructed? In this situation, the boardwalk is measured in miles and the guardrails are measured in feet. We will need to convert between miles and feet. 1 mile is equivalent to 5,280 feet. Note that the boardwalk is 1/4 of a mile long with rails on both sides of the walkway. We will need to calculate the combined length of the rails on each side of the walkway. Since the main question of the task is how many sections of guardrails should be constructed, our answer will need to be a whole number. Let's begin by figuring out the combined length of guardrail we will be replacing. Since both sides of the guardrail run the entire length of the boardwalk, each is 1/4 of a mile long. Adding each side together, we have 1/4 of a mile plus 1/4 of a mile, which equals 2/4 of a mile. The entire length of guardrail is 1/2 of a mile long. 1 mile is equivalent to 5,280 feet. To calculate the number of feet in 1/2 of a mile, we will divide our conversion in half. 1/2 mile is equivalent to 2,640 feet. We now know the total length of both guardrails in feet. We will need to replace 2,640 feet of guardrails. Since the sections are 5 feet in length, we can use division to determine the number of guardrails we need. 2,640 feet divided by 5 has a quotient of 528. We will need to construct 528 guardrail sections. In our second scenario, we read, there is also a section of planks that needs to be replaced. The section is 1/8 the length of the boardwalk. The planks being used are 2 inches by 8 inches and 12 feet long. If the boardwalk is 6 feet wide, how many planks should be purchased for the project? Let's visualize this situation. Here you can see the boardwalk measuring 6 feet wide and the planks being used measuring 2 inches by 8 inches and 12 feet long. The units used in this scenario are inches and feet. 1 foot is equivalent to 12 inches. Let's begin by calculating the length of the boardwalk that needs to have planks replaced. The section is 1/8 the length of the full boardwalk. From the first scenario, we know the length of the full boardwalk is 1/4 mile. Since we are working in feet and inches, let's convert the length of the boardwalk into feet before determining the length of the section we will be replacing. 1/4 of a mile is equal to 1,320 feet. The section that needs to have replacement planks is 1/8 the length of the full boardwalk. We can calculate this by dividing the length of the boardwalk by 8. 1,320 feet divided by 8 is equal to 165 feet. The planks are 8 inches by the same dimension. In order to know the number of planks we need, we must convert the length of the section from feet to inches. 1 foot is equivalent to 12 inches. Since we will be moving from a larger unit of measure to a smaller unit, we will use multiplication. 165 feet multiplied by 12 inches in a foot is equal to 1,980 inches. The section we will be replacing is 1,980 inches in length. The planks we are using measure 8 inches. 1,980 inches divided by 8 inches for each plank is equal to 247.5. Since this number represents how many planks we will need, it is important to give it as a whole number. Let's round up to 248 planks to ensure we do not leave a gap in the boardwalk. It is easy to believe we are done here. We have answered the question of how many planks the boardwalk will require to replace the needed section. However, the scenario asks how many planks should be purchased for the project. Looking back at the scenario, we will note that the boardwalk is 6 feet across, while the planks we will be purchasing are 12 feet across. A single purchased 12-foot plank can be cut in half to create 2 6-foot planks for the boardwalk. Therefore, we will be creating double the number of planks as what we purchase. If we need 248 6-foot planks, we will order half that number of 12-foot planks. We need to purchase 124 planks. The objective of this lesson was to use our understanding of measurement conversions to solve real-world problems. We met this objective by identifying the units involved in each scenario, creating a plan, and referring back to the original problem to ensure we provided an answer that resolves the question asked.